Welcome to 2018's garden vlog. So far, all I've done is set up this little greenhouse thing back here for seed starting. Not sure what seeds I'm going to start yet, but I've got to kind of get on that here soon. And if you watched last year, I covered a couple of the garden beds with plastic. Well, I'm upgrading that a little bit. So instead of using the same cheap plastic that I used last year to cover my garden, I upgraded. Here we got 6 milliliter plastic poly. This stuff is black on one side, white on the other. However, there's a problem because it's currently in a 50-foot roll, 10 feet wide. Now my beds are only 3 foot by 8 foot long. So what I gotta do is I'm gonna cut this into 10-foot lengths, and then I've gotta cut it down the center to get it to be 5 by. So it'll be 5 by 10, each one of these. I'll only be able to get 10 out of it. I got 12 beds, but I think I should only need it for 10 of the beds once everything's all done and said for. So I'm going to go ahead and start rolling this out and measuring it out and cutting it on a board here. And just to make sure that I get it really good, I'm going to place another board on top of the board that I'm using to cut, so that I can make a nice straight line and kind of push that plastic down, because it can be kind of hard to cut layered plastic. Now as you can see, this has a white side and a very dark side, and it doesn't let through any light. And this is pretty nice heavy duty plastic, so hopefully it'll last me a while. And now I gotta measure it out at 10 feet. I know I got this kind of straight here. I'm just going to eyeball it, kind of line it up to the 10-foot mark here. And I'm just going to try to get it to be semi-straight, because it's going to be 2 feet over what I actually need. If it's not perfectly straight, it's not going to really matter. I just want to make sure that I can get this decent anyway. And I already poked a hole in it. Alright, that worked out pretty nice. 5 more to go. Alright, now that I've got them all cut to length, I got to figure out what the easiest way to cut them to width is going to be, and I'm hoping that the way that these are folded up, I'm hoping that it'll just be as simple as unfolding it a couple times, and then I'll have a crease down the center. So, time to check that out. Okay, so how they have it wrapped up, I'm not going to be able to just unfold it and do it that way, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to figure out the easiest way to do this. Otherwise it's going to be in a huge pain, because I want to get it cut before I get out to the garden. Otherwise I'm going to have issues. So I'm going to have to undo this whole one and figure out if maybe I can just kind of figure out which one of these is the right one to run a scissor down, and then that would cut it in half pretty well. So let's take a look. This one right here is the center line. Okay, I got one section, 2 section, 3 section, 4 section. This would make really good slip and slide material. Alright, now that I've got it cut into 2, I'm going to unfold 1/2 and see if it ends up being 5 feet. If all goes well, it'll be 5 feet. If not, I'm going to be short a couple more beds. And that's 5 feet. As you see here, I've got 5 rolls, and each roll has 2 5x10 sheets of plastic in it, provided I didn't screw it up while I was cutting, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. Now you might be wondering why I'm going to be covering these up in spring when it seems like I should be planting. Well, honestly, I'm not going to really be planting for at least another 2 to 3 weeks. So if I put that black side up on the beds right now, it will warm up the dirt, which will warm up any weed seeds that are in that dirt. And then those weed seeds will be able to sprout. And then because it's still got the plastic over it, it will basically bake it and kill off that weed. Now I'm not only going to be doing this in the spring, I'll also do it anytime that the bed does not have anything planted in it, as well as maybe over winter as well. The reason why I say maybe over winter is because it gets awfully cold, and I don't know how well this stuff will hold up to freezing temperatures, and it wasn't exactly cheap. As you can see, there's already grass popping up in this bed here, and a few little pieces of grass here as well, and of course in these other ones. Well, now putting that black plastic over it will hopefully help bake all of that here in the next couple of weeks before I plant my garden. So this one and this one here still need more dirt in them, so right now I'm not going to worry about covering those up yet. So I need this one covered, I need to recover these 2 and the other 8. Alrighty, now as you can see, I got all of the plastic on, and hopefully I got enough bricks on them where the wind's not going to pick up on them and blow them away. I guess the only way to tell that will be for trial and error. These bricks are pretty light, so if we get bad enough wind, I may end up having to come over here and pull the plastic off or shove a couple of the heavier bricks on, because, well, it's gonna kind of stink if these blow away because they weren't cheap. But I think they should stay. If not, I'll figure something else out. One thing I forgot to mention is that I put tires on top so that if wind does happen to get up underneath there, hopefully the tires will kind of help keep it down and not act like a parachute. If you want to do this same type of thing for yourself, I will include a link down below for the same plastic in several different sizes. If you like this garden project video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button for more to come, hit that bell button if you want to be notified whenever I put out a video. If you don't hit that bell, YouTube may not notify you that I put out a video. And of course, till next time, you have a good one.